Hey, what's going on, tribe? It's Red again. Just hitting you guys up with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So guys, this is this video is gonna be one of them esoteric videos. It's not for the faint-hearted. Let me send you guys some blessings just to begin with. Peace, love, light, oneness, unity, abundance, and health. So this is gonna be one of them esoteric videos. It's not for the faint-hearted. Funny enough, I got a download about this yesterday, but I only got part of the download. So when I'm gonna try and meditate later to finish off the download and information that I've got about this topic. Anyway, but yeah, let's begin anyway. So this topic is based on the Anunnaki. Yeah. So a lot of ancient knowledge and history has been hidden from us because a lot of humans, human beings, yeah, are probably not ready for this this information, and I think from what I got downloaded yesterday, the human mind, it's hard for the human mind to process. Yeah, it'll be hard for the human mind to process anyway. So let's just begin anyway. So some of this information come from the book, the 12 planets, the 12th planet from Zachariah Stitchin, and from, I haven't read it all of it, but I've read like about a good quarter of it, or no, not quarter, that's a lie, just under half. And from what I've read so far, it's got a lot of ancient knowledge in there, and I had to do some of my own research as well to get an understanding of it, because the human mind, trying to process it is it's a lot for the human mind to process, should I say. So yeah, let's just begin anyway. So in the book, there were these clay tablets, and basically on the clay tablets, Zachariah Stitchin explained how things were, how things basically were created and stuff. How basically the Bible, not all, some, I think some of because the tablets are so old, some of the translations got distorted. That's what I got told yesterday as well. But that's okay. But most of it, the insight was accurate. So yeah, a lot of information was written down on these clay tablets that were found in Mesopotamia. This is way before, like Mesopotamia was like the first civilization, and all civilizations are like current civilizations were based on Mesopotamia's way of life, like agriculture, law and stuff, and Babylon was all around Mesopotamia times, and I've done a video about Mesopotamia as well. So if you guys are interested in that, you can check that out. Okay, so on the clay tablets, it was basically saying how these deities came from the sky. So they were basically basically aliens, should I say. It's a bit hard to get into, man. Yeah, so basically aliens come down, and we're basically, humans are basically the hybrid. So the deities were called the Anunnaki, and they come from the planet Nibiru. Nibiru has, we have our the way our planets are in line like this. Nibiru's orbit is is a funny one. I'll send you a picture. I'll add a picture. Nibiru's orbit is totally it's abnormal, unnormal to the rest of the planet, should I say? And from what I've read in this book and other information I've sourced, is the Anunnaki Nibiru's planet, the Anunnaki's planet Nibiru. It was basically kind of because on this when it's on this long orbit, it gets really cold or whatever. So they needed to find a way to keep the heat in their atmosphere, and the only way they could keep heat in there, they found a way to keep heat in the atmosphere, and this was by putting gold in their atmosphere or something like that, to reflect the heat, or something like that. Um, so they come to Earth to mine gold, so they could bring back to Nibiru and put in their atmosphere. That's why humans have got an obsession with gold. Is what kind of makes sense now, because humans got an obsession with gold, and I don't think they even know where they got it from. Like, even like the old there's just humans got obsession with gold. I know, especially back in the days and stuff. Oh yeah, gold, gold, gold. But humans don't even know why gold. Why gold? Gold is really just a rock. It's just like a crystal. But why has it got so much value? Because it's yellow. Who's put the value on this rock? So yeah. So anyway, so the Anunnaki are deities. Their supposed father was Anu, and his offspring was Enlil and Inki. Um, so from what I've read and researched, Enlil was like more of the leader, and Inki was more of the somewhat creator of humans, because they had slaves already, and they come to Earth, and then there was like the slaves kind of rebelled or whatever. So Enlil made a hybrid humans to mine gold for the Anunnaki, and the hybrid Enlil ended up taking a liking to the hybrids, us, because not us, but the humans, should I say, ended up taking a liking to the humans for some reason. I'm not sure. Maybe he was a bit fascinated because he outdone himself with his creation. Maybe, I don't know. Um, so from what I get, my understanding of it, I'm not sure if there was humans already here. It's a bit hard to process, but from all the tribes and the the tribes the tribes and what is it called? We just go with tribes because my mind is just fried. So tribal people and the so-called uncivilized back in the day, um, they was very aware of the gods that came from the sky. If you're on Earth and you see something come from the sky, it's going to be called the heavens or whatever. Like something come from the sky, and there's obviously if you're I don't know, back in them days, there weren't vehicles and stuff, so there was hunter gatherers and stuff. So when they're seeing, I don't know, ships come from the sky, this is all written on caves and stuff, like pictures in caves. So some of it is accurate, very accurate, because what they drew in caves were what they saw with their eyes, and that's how they would record it on cave walls back in the day. So obviously, a lot of stuff came from the sky down to Earth. I think that's when the extraterrestrials came and created man, should I say? Because back then, hold on, I'm going off a bit off track. Sorry. Yeah, so the extraterrestrials came down from the skies, and then obviously the hunter gatherers or whatever that was here already would call them gods because they would have spaceships and stuff, and things that could fly and things that are coming out from the sky. So they would kind of be looked as more superior, should I say? This is my understanding of it. Um, so the hunter gatherers and stuff used to call them Lord of the Sky, and Lord of the Sky. And then there's quite a few sayings that came from that were written in the book of Genesis that actually related to the actual Anunnaki, and this was written in the tablets from my understanding. So when it says the sons of God came down and took a liking to the daughters of men, that was basically saying the extraterrestrials came down and ended up breeding with the daughters of humans, if that makes sense. And well, this is a bit funny. In Inky was supposedly a Capricorn, and he was the god of wisdom and the waters. And this is from the information that I've researched, and some of it was in this book. Inky created humans as a race to mine gold for the Anunnaki to try to save their planet. So, another thing is the Anunnaki, they are 9 to 12 feet tall, which is interesting because they found there's been giant skeletons and stuff already found on Earth, but they try to say it's some bullshit or whatever in the media. But obviously back then, there wasn't many humans on Earth, so creatures could be a lot bigger, like dinosaurs and stuff were like massive. But as the population grew, or I don't know, humans bred, should I say? Obviously, in evolution, for some reason, we get smaller because maybe we take up less space. The more of us, yeah, we take up less space. I don't know. I don't know the full understanding of that. Why we kind of shrink. Maybe to take up less resources. I don't know. It's very interesting. But the Anunnaki were around 9 to 12 feet tall. That's why. Where is it? It might be in Jordan, but they had this big this cave that this where is it? It's like this thing that's I can't remember what it's called, but they have Egyptian gods, and it's carved into rock, but the statues are really big, and it explained obviously they were like life size of the Anunnaki back in the day or whatever it was saying. So when the Anunnaki come down, this is what I actually believe as well, and it really does make sense. One is if you check out, I'll show you a picture of it. The you can see the cross between human and Anunnaki, or with the way we was made from the Egyptian times with the elongated heads. Because if you actually look at the elongated heads, the skulls and stuff, they're really alien like. They're not human looking. So I think back then that's why the Egyptians used to wear them big hats to kind of not hide it, but that's how their head was. It was elongated, so they had hats to kind of fit their head. and then over of time, obviously, if you keep interbreeding or mixing and stuff, the DNA will get distorted along the way, so you would end up losing the elongated head. But from what I find is very interesting is the the Sumerians, because back then there was a great jump in evolution. There was a great jump in evolution because back then, when was it? I think it was might have been zero. When I think it started at zero. So annoying. I swear the calculation started from zero, or Mesopotamia. I can't remember. But back then they should have really been hunter gatherers. So how they managed to, and this was only in summer where they was more advanced and had agricultural law and stuff. So how did they go from being hunter gatherers to advanced civilization without help from outside forces, should I say, which I find very interesting. That hasn't been explained. And another thing that hasn't been found is they have never found. They say we evolved from apes. We may have ape DNA in us, but we didn't evolve from apes because they've never found the middle. You had ape and man, but they've never found the skeleton that crosses over, which I find is very interesting. And another thing that I don't know what this is, this ties into the gods, and what I was reading up, this ties into the Greek gods as well, like Zeus and stuff. With the Anunnaki and all the gods or something like that, there's always a council of 12. I'm not sure what the council of 12 is. If anyone's got any information on the council of 12, that would be great, so I can get an understanding of it. But that's only a little bit of information I got about the Anunnaki. I did get downloaded yesterday some information about it, but it was only a small bit, so I need to try get into a meditative state and review that. But yeah, that was only a little video about the Anunnaki and how we're evolving. Yeah, because we're evolving in evolution, we're seeing the change. It's quite dramatic as well. So yeah, I would say our extraterrestrial powers are coming online. More, should I say? Because I don't really classify myself as human, but the superpowers are coming online, and there are great shifts happening. But a lot of our history is been distorted, and we've been lied to, and a lot of humans are not ready to process. Humans don't even like other humans, let alone another species in it. That's what I got downloaded yesterday. That's all I'm saying in it. But yeah, evolution stuff's happening in it. So this was a video that kind of needed to get put out there to see where we actually evolved and came from, because we didn't evolve from no apes anyway. But yeah, that was just a little video about the Anunnaki and some information that I've got on it. If you guys got any more information about the Anunnaki or information, hit the comments and we can do something and chat about something. But peace, love and light, tribe. I'm gonna hit you guys up real soon.